Well, I ended up giving him for two of these items here. I'm usually pretty good at getting carburetors fixed up. And unfortunately this one didn't work out the way that I needed it to. And let's see, I'm not sure if this is the cylinder and piston. So this is for the Husqvarna that I'm going to fix, even though it probably isn't worth fixing. So this was $30 with the kit. Nice thing is, I guess, oh, that's nice. I already put the piston. Inside the cylinder. So I guess just need to make sure that it comes down. Oh yeah, they had the ring in there. Okay, so you do got to put the ring on here. And I'll see if we can guess if there's a upside and a downside, because sometimes there's a beveled side. I'm going to say there's no beveled side. And we're going to do this without breaking it. And give me a second here. We'll do the right things. I don't always do the right things, but use a little assembly lube. All right. Try not to break that right in the gate. But it does seem like it wants to bind up. Yikes. Well, that sucks. I don't know where it's binding up at. Oh, and there's a mosquito or something crawling on my back now. There we go. So there's a little dot on there. To align the ring with. And try not to fall over the camera. Guess it's probably easier to put it on the thing first, and then let's go like this. There's an arrow. There is an arrow. There wasn't an arrow on the one I took off, which is a real biscuit. And since there's no instructions, you really don't have a and do you think the exhaust port would be on that side? Hang on there. So I sort of just guesstimated here. I took the old piston, and you could see where it was burned up. It was burned up on the exhaust side. So there's a little divot here, or dot, and I also have the same dot here. So looking at this with the exhaust side, exhaust ports that way, that's exactly how that little guy was in there. So the arrow points in that direction. For anybody that might be trying to figure this out on their own or never done this before, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. If you get one of these aftermarket ones, and they gave me some new circlips, which was nice. They gave me some new gaskets, which was nice. And these two look like they go on only one way, but there's two of them. They look identical. And circlips. This ought to be fun since I have the the piston in the way. Yep, see, dropped it already. And I'm not going to get lucky enough to even see where the hell it went, so it's probably stuck down inside. Oh, it fell down on the ground somewhere there. Great. Be a lot easier if you had a little bit larger area, I guess, huh? Oof. There's no way I'm getting out of there. And now I gotta find the other one anyway, so that blows. Anyway. Alright, well, so I put the circlip on one side, now I gotta all dirt it up. Trying to keep this in perspective, I guess. Here it was going towards the right way. And now if we just line up this guy, push that circlip in all the way. I should say push that wrist pin on all the way. And then if you grab it by the little blah 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 there, little tab, should be able to Kind of easily get this in here. Would have been nice if I had my smaller needle nose, because this is not very forgiving. And since it's not forgiving, it's hard for me to find a spot to really get it to cooperate. There you go. Alright. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Just drop it right down in there. So line my mark back up. And again, just going off of what was originally on there. Exhaust port out. And a little assembly lube in this thing. A little assembly lube, not a whole thing. And then, yeah, we're just going to go by what we originally had on that side. And I'd say we have a good operating unit again, if we can find the rest of the parts here. Primarily the bolts, I guess, for the crank. Nice. Popular guy. I gotta make sure that your seals are on the right spot, especially the front one, without wrecking it, I guess. Guy's gotta go back further. So good gravy. Just need something. So this bearing's gonna come back into the body here. And line up like so, and now it should be good. And I should have 4 tiny bolts. Hopefully that fit in the top there. Should be pretty tiny. Didn't think they were these, but maybe they were. They were shorter than that, to be honest. wasn't these guys. Nope. Go grab a I'll grab a Torx. These may have had Loctite on them, I don't know. First I want to make sure that I feel like some of these were because a lot of them are all the same size except for the shorter guys there. The casing. That's for the exhaust. I feel like those really were sticking up. Can't get that one. I mean, definitely almost identical. rest of this garbage on here. I don't remember if the case went on it first or not. Honestly, I'm looking at it. Definitely gotta put this on at some point. Put it on that side. That's why it doesn't fit on that side. That's the side for the head. This goes on that side. And appears that it goes that way. Also appears that this has the smaller ooh, stomach is not happy. I don't think I had to put the gas can on yet. Let's see. Should be these two guys. Right? I hate heat markers, man. Yeah, they're just the most awkward thing to work on. No. And if it wasn't a Husqvarna, I wouldn't even bother, but this would have been in the garbage can. But these brand new were $279. They're still being sold as the 130L. And yeah. So try to clean it a little bit while we're at it. It looks like this one hasn't even been barely used, to be honest. The label looks fairly good, and so someone screwed up. They ran it without gas. I mean, without oil in it. So, see if we can clean it up and see if we can get somebody to buy it. See if we can sell it for $150 or $130, whatever. Starter cover. Make sure that you bring your ignition wire up. I guess I should have done that to begin with from the front instead of trying to fish it in there now. Yeah. Because my plastic's a little unforgiving there. I don't think I need a whole lot on it, but I need enough on it, honestly. I need to go buy a set of like long neck torque bits, so two of these are for the exhaust, those two guys. The rest of these, I have to figure this out. Hopefully this came out of the cover. 1, 2, 3, 4. This might actually come out of the bottom, but biscuits, maybe. Or they come out of the top. Can't have everything the same, you know? So those longer ones came out of the top. Let's see if I have to put the plastic side cover into the muffler in first. I don't think I do, but hope that'll get screwed on afterwards. Yes, no, no. Better put that on so I can put the muffler on. Yikes. See, they're pigging. At least I don't have to tap it. Some of them, yeah. The heads for the Cub Cadet, you had to tap things. Oh, what a break. Broke something. Broke the end of my torque-a-bitter, torque driver. Oh, crap. I wanted to put that on first. Because you know you won't be able to get it on later. I think those came out of the shaft. And I thought that was for there. I'm not lining it up. Guess I need a little bit of play in the body or the plastic to make it line up, or is that supposed to go all the way through? Sort of see that. That one is longer though. That one might go all the way down. Of course, I have to line it up with the chassis, but I can't get it to line up there. Oh, look, there's a mosquito. Hate mosquitoes. Hate them. So unfortunately the battery died. So you saw the meat of what was happening there, so I don't think that's a big deal. But let's get the funnel. All sorts of stupid stuff going on. Just had a Troy built blow up. Again, blow gas in. Had to drain the gas out of the carburetor or the crankcase again. That was stupid. But so hopefully this fires up and doesn't give me crap right away. guess it would do some good to put the rest of this together. I honestly don't remember how that choke works, if there was a separate lever for that. Which is a shame. Because you'd think I'd remember. But I don't. Is there another? Must have been another spring or something I'm missing in there. Or just goes like that. And now I have to get a smaller. I feel like that was metric, but we'll give it to it. So it would do some good to put this part over that. I mean, that's a good sign. I'm sure maybe a half choke. And maybe I won't knock that over. Well, it's nice that it started like that. And that's phenomenal. So, I mean, I guess I'll have to fiddle fart around with some of the adjustments. That's not cool. What the heck? I mean, this is why I stay with Steel and Echo, but that's plastic travesty there. That's what that is. Holy crap. And then, yeah, to have the adjustment screws. The adjustment screws right behind it. We'll figure it out. Don't mess with the mixture screws. Someone may have already done that to begin with, but it starts.